Fala galera, estamos começando mais um episódio da série Português of Eternity 2, Deadfire. Vamos lá. Episódio passado a gente parou aqui na garganta, né? Fez algumas missões aqui, né? E vamos continuar aqui, que acho que abriu muitas coisinhas aqui. Eu lembrei que a gente pode ir lá falar com a rainha de Neketaka, né? Para perguntar sobre a questão da partilha, né?
What say, burglar? Thanks to you, I must negotiate with Arkemir for more security. Does the gullet lack? The seasons play havoc on our crops, I say. If I wanted an emotional opinion, I would go to Periki's. Speak to my brother Aruihi. He handles local concerns while I lose sleep over the archipelago. Now, with that out of the way...
Meia arrombada, né, você? Vou falar com aquele arqueiro.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Vai ter briga.
I trust you had no trouble finding the place? Neketaka is either a testament to the ancient Huana's love of labyrinths, or their hatred of straight lines. Sadly, I did not invite you here for a I warn you to stay your hand and treat with me better than you did poor Consolate. But let us get to the business of the hour. My estate was recently burgled, my vault breached. One. At the Circle's behest, I'm expected to show restraint in these dealings. If you imagine that imp blood is easy to remove from carpet, I am less pleased about the Harappo epic resting in the hands of those who lost it once before. The Circle of Archmagi wishes for us to put this unpleasantness in the past with a gesture of good faith. The Circle has expressed concerns about a certain mobile day. The Deadfire is a fragile place, and a blundering soul drain like Aethys can damage more than just castle keeps. Indeed, it isn't our desire that you apprehend the deity. We need your help in preparing for the worst possible outcome.
Normally, the Circle's involvement constitutes the worst possible outcome. Or have you already forgotten the Blackwash Falls incident?
Kalakoth replaced the water. What more do you desire? An apology? The wizard Bikana installed an observatory due northeast of Nekataka. For your absolution, the Circle asks that you locate her research. That the Circle's concerns are utterly unfounded, of course. No doubt you'll recognize the appropriate documents. You have an eye for valuables. She vanished from academic research, and therefore her livelihood. All signs point to her lab being abandoned. Fair warning, a vessel flying the sigil of the Torn Bannerman set a course for the observatory. I have every reason to believe they travel armed. Did I inquire after your personal history? My interest begins and ends at a single point. Research which we disregarded. Come back alive. Or not at all. Now, and a household staff to replenish.
You suddenly seem cheerful lately. Sleeping better, I hope?
Sure am. Been sleeping like a newborn babe. But, less fussy.
I don't suppose you could share your secret. I rarely get a decent night on the ship.
Oh, it's easy. You just gotta get the tar shocked out of you when you dump a bunch of souls into a luminous Audra pillar.
They say your pockets jingle with Valian coin. For what do you visit? Shortage. Are the Raparu not fed the leavings of the Quaru and Mataru? It is no wonder how Delver's Row won the love of my people, I say, by feeding them when we could not. Find us solutions instead of old problems, I say. Ikira, for what would she sit on her hands if she had the time? The tribes beyond our city look to her as well, and the problems are as numerous as fish in this. Again, you bring this up. Speak on, I say. Ikira, if one framed it that way, I will dredge up the resources to feed the Raparu if the meat must come from my own body. The work of keeping pace with our rivals. If you have more to say, I am not above listening. I expect results, Watcher. Have you gotten to the bottom of Delver's Row? if there's curiosity to be satisfied. Kira.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Not in this lifetime could I have hoped for more. Never can I thank you enough, Watcher who has the ear of both, should you need refuge within Nekadaka. Know that the Raparu will. May Amira's winds ever fill your sails, boy.
Ah, mas eu já não fui lá naquele. Não, vou fazer as missões por aqui primeiro. Deixa eu ver aqui o que tem. Vamos explorar mais aqui. Onde é que ataca? Pilhas, estreitos. Acho que já olhei quase tudo, né?
I'll try my best. There you go. Yes?
Só vai aqui. Eu tenho que colar no bicho pra falar com ele, né? Por acaso.
The hero of the Riparu visits me at last. You must forgive the cryptic introduction, but I prefer to remain among the comforts of home.
Well, ain't you sitting fat and happy in your home while just outside people are starving? He may look like a prince, but he smells like a pirate.
Better to be a prince here than a slave out there, no? Though these are modest luxuries compared to those at the estate of your friends in Queensbirth. But had I only known there was a watcher in my midst, I would have extended the invitation sooner. I have a job. One that could use a watcher's skills. There is an artifact called the Cornet of Waves, which is currently in the possession of a Juana named Takano. I would like you to liberate it for me. Watchers see what many cannot. Takano is a man of many vanities, his villa is on the eastern edge of Serpent's Crown. The opportunist I first hired was too bold and found herself ejected. With your genteel manners and unique talents, I am hoping you can avoid. After all, it would be best to avoid drawing the ire of our... But when you have the cornet, bring it to me. I will pay you well for it, and you will find my favor useful in... It is an old Juana artifact, a musical instrument of sorts.
Ages ago, it was part of a pair. But its companion, the Cornet of Depths, was lost when the old city sank. Both are said to carry the voice of I do not believe in such superstition. I have told you all you need to know of the Cornet. Now, I suggest you focus your sharp mind on retrieving. What do you require? Patience? First, you must bring me the Cornet of Waves. A storm, a rash decision, and an accident at sea. One that took my sailing days, but not my skill with a needle. Life in the Deadfire is unpredictable. Sometimes it takes you in its jaws only to spit you out onto some new shore. A most agreeable topic. Or so, what do you require? Why must we speak of sides, like squabbling merchants from the republics? Once, there were no sides, only Principi, a people. But as our fame has grown, many of these new bloods have no sense of restraint, and little regard for our heritage.
He ain't blowing ballast, Cap. Don't mean there's a course to be charted back to the golden days, though.
But we need them still. The new bloods are Principi too now. And many are inventive in ways the old guard is not. Let us hope so. I hear rumors that Takano was robbed by an unknown... And now the real work begins. You must take this to the Undercroft.
Funny how they never mention the real work up front.
Ay, Miko. It is but a jaunt. It lies just below Delva's Row. It is where goods of questionable provenance originate. Take the lift from Delva's Row, not the lift in the gullet, mind you. My associate Gwenfen will await you outside a passage in the old Juana style. The ruins of the old city are perilous, yet rumored to have still. The Juana do not permit people to go there, except among the ruins is a certain mosaic. The shell you found will reveal it to you. Gwenfen can explain all when you find her. It is said the old city was once as grand as Serpent's Crown. Whatever treasure for now, take this. Consider it an advance. There is a lift in Delva's Row, next to a Netzel shop. I will see that the people who guard it do not give you trouble. Once you descend, cross the bridge. Behind the stockade is a door to, well, a very old place. Gwenfen will await you and the Cornet there. Do whatever she asks as though the request comes from me. When you leave, return to the crossway and turn right. You will find a merchant stall.
What for, Cap? Done and done. What for, Cap? One of my eyes, my eye.
Consegue?
What for, Cap?
It's the smell of cardamom that drew you, no? Or perhaps the sting of fresh pepper. Or maybe you seek something with a stronger bite. Then you'd best ask elsewhere. But careful. If the Mataru Overseer hears there's a sickness, might be he has more questions for you. Food, of course. And so I have plenty.
Done and done.
Looking for something to sharpen the senses, to help you leave your sorrows behind?
One of my eyes be open. Captain?
You are looking for something, Nico? Perhaps I have it.
Done and done.
Not a sound. Well, if you it's no trouble.
What for? A light's foot and an heavy bullet, our Cap. What for, Cap? Done and done.
Ernezzo has not seen you before. You must be new. New or very good at disguises. Wait, but I am mistaken. It seems we have friends in common in this place. But how did you hear about this place? There is something I can get for you, yes? Tell me quietly. Of course. Only do not tell anyone.
Come on, let's get a drink of firmness.
It's early. We'll go when it's dark.
Fine. I don't know how you tell down here.
There is something I can get for you, yes? Eh? I hope you are not ill. But never mind. If the Mataru, a drowner's lung is very... The cure is not cheap. But on the other hand, you strike me as someone with a certain reputation. If the price seems high, there is a certain little favor you could do for me instead. Belfetto. Though, if your coin purse is so full, your medicine, as promised.
Hey, how did you do that? Can you do that again? To think the fate of Eora...
There is something I can get...
You need a blade or a bludgeon, or some sturdy armor? Umani has what you seek. Old Umani stock is tested in the hands and throats of the fiercest sorts in the gullet.
Captain? Aye, aye. What for, Cap? One of my eyes be open. What for? Aye, aye. Aye, a knight's foot and an heavy bullet, aye, Cap.
Hmm? Quietly now. Just a moment. Hope that helps.
What for, Cap? Ahoy, aye.
Interesting. I'm here. Shh. I'll try my best. There you go. Indeed. I'm here. Hmm? At once.
Something approaches.
Look there.
What is this Kith creature?
All right, I'll go first. Is it true some of you...
What secrets does it bring?
Let us see.
Keep your other eye open, Cap. A fork probing ain't much to worry over, but I'll be a two-headed ogre if that's the only trick up them silk sleeves.
The language of tongues is a dull, tedious thing. Why ask when... A watcher, the deer wood, the untamed wilds of the living lands. A death, a life, a wide sea. Ah, a wonderful...
I don't trust this creature at all.
We dig. There are many minds here with
city, under a city.
Another in the room.
It teems with young secrets, rivalries, and your friends, the broken down creatures of this place. They know the old secrets.
Yes. You have been generous with us.
There is a place below the slums. Old, cold, and abandoned. But this place was once part of the city. So was its temple. A site holy to the goddess of distant, forgotten things.
His is a small mind, with small concerns. What do you care for?
We only wish to...
What is your business with the cellar woman? The one who calls herself Ernesto. As you say, what is this droning sound? You have a fly in your...
Vamos ter que brigar.
Take this. How may I help? Lava. That's not very helpful.
Remédio amargo. Pera aí.
How may I help?
Oxi. E por que eu não tô podendo usar? Ah não, porque eu acabei de...
What can I do you for? Lava will be on sink.
Oi. Fear must me too.
Yeah.
Ahoy. Aye, aye, Captain.
Yeah? Hmm? Yeah. Absolutely. How may I help?
Happy to oblige. Lava will be on sink.
Of course. I'm here. here. Not a sound. I'd be glad to.
You the Watcher? Go on. Liv takes you to the Undercroft.
I'm here, quietly now.
Certo, mas antes... Mas antes eu vou também... Como é que se diz?
You made a wrong turn, Bilger. You don't belong in the row. I know who you are. I make it my bag to keep my eyes on. You're the type of scab that bores me.
Tudo. Deixa eu entregar logo o remédio, né? Pra mulher.
My Seraphim, is there anything you have a hard time with, aside from humility?
I reckon I'll be half handsy at most things. More so all things piratical.
If only we were all as confident in real skills as you are in imagined ones.
You'd be right surprised how far confidence will take you, lad. Were you ever to give it a try?
Need something? That could save an awful lot of sick people. Right out of character for you, Watcher. And aren't I glad of it? That's the stuff, all right. Thank you. That's from me and from the children of the Dawnstars. If you'll...
A sight and half that be, Cap. Damn near wets the eyes. Hold it right there, mate. State your business. I mean it. Spill your guts or spill your blood. Oh, right. About time you got here. The elf's been chewing her thumbs to nubs waiting for... There, across the water. Little birds flickering in the old ruins. If you can't spot a Principe port for what it... Aye, done and done. Captain,
Get
back to see the boss. Then you best be...
How about that?
Ahoy, aye. Captain. Aye, aye. One of my eyes be open. A light's foot and an heavy boat. Captain. Ahoy. Aye, aye. Ahoy. Aye, aye. One of my eyes be open.
Não. É burinho também.
What for, Cap? Aye, aye.
Não vou passar por trás nada. Então deixa. Bora. Galerinha, né? Peraí. Deixa eu dar uma olhada aqui.
Finally. Let's get this over with.
Certo, peraí, minha filha. Tenha calma. Deixa de agoneio. Deixa eu pelo menos explorar aqui.
Interesting.
Olha aí.
And who, or what, do we have here? Well, I see it. You've got two options. You can tell me who sent you, or I can feed you the shaft of my gun. She always has the most lovely and interesting sorts vying for her attention. Suppose me and you ain't so different in that regard. Say I happen to have a fella wanting for a full shipment of crude luminous ardra. Loot me no less than 3 crates, and I'll be, let's say, better inclined. If you're a particularly daring sort, you them Valiant trading princocks have a stockpile of it. Otherwise, You could raid them in shallow waters as they ship it in. Well, regale me. I invite you to hand it over swiftly, then. Ah, what lovelies. Aye, fine work you've done. And neither will Captain Aldi's. Best believe I'll be sending her a missive to sing of your praises. Of course, he's my landlubbery contact in the gullet. Once, he was a master sailmaker. Lots of Principe crews vied for him, but he lost his footing in the rigging one day. It's a mistake sailors make only. He shattered both legs. Was Elia's mercy that he broke nothing more. But after that he lost his taste for the sea. Know what makes you a pirate, Lavsome? Sailing. It's sailing what makes you a right pirate. Sure, plundering too, but leave the seas and you leave the Principe. I hope you do, Lavsome.
Look there. I'm here. Not a sound. Well, if you insist. It's no trouble. Of course.
Captain, why? Ahoy.
Real quiet now.
What for? What am I asked? Aye, aye.
It's darker than Andra's asshole in here. All yours. Dario said you know what to do.
Beleza, galera. Vamos ficando por aqui nesse episódio. Se gostou, deixa um like, compartilha aí. Valeu!